What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review Season 2, Episode 6 of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Tonight's episode is titled, It's a Business, Man. And I know y'all saying, Ty, hold on. Don't say no tonight. This came on last night. Where you been? You late. You a day late. You right, I am late. My apologies. But listen, y'all. Y'all know I'm in a play, right? Well, last night was the final show of, we had 9 shows of this off-Broadway play. Amen, amen. Let the church say amen. It was an off-Broadway play. Last night was the final show. So a brother had to hang out with the cast. We had a great time. We had a cast party, and we went out after that. And I got home late, so I didn't get to watch Raising Kanan until today. So that's why I'm here right now. So my apologies for being late. And then I got, that's what happened. So at least I'm telling you what happened, right? So anyway, do I look muscular? You know what? Don't answer that question. That ain't got nothing to do with this video. You know I've been working out though, but I feel like I'm looking at myself. I'm seeing some results here. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this. Pretend I never said that. Shout outs to my lovely subscribers that hold me down in the comment section. I'm talking about folks like Quentin Baptiste, Penny Mbusu, The R.C. Kroger, Lamont Simpson, Tanae C, Savannah Rivers or more, June BLC. And we have a new one. I haven't seen her name here before, Keisha Charmaine. Thank you for your comment. Welcome. I hope you stick around. I hope you tell some more people. And all you lovely subscribers, thank you. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment. Let's keep this channel going and growing, right? Let's do that. We could do that. And I thank you. I so appreciate it. I'm having a good time with all of you. So anyway, we got the begging out the way. Let's get to talking about this episode. All right. So we know the Italians and Rock, they not rocking too well with each other. Not at all, actually. Her stuff keeps getting blocked. Last week, she almost got killed up there in the Catskills, her and Kanan, all of that. So now she has a meeting with the crew, and she's like, listen, we ain't no punks. I don't care what they saying, what they doing. It ain't going down like that. Listen, I don't care. So as she's doing all this and saying all this stuff, here comes Worrell. That's how you say his name? Worrell, whatever. And he mentions to, now y'all know that's Neek's boy. See, I never really fully trusted him. And so he was like, oh, Unique knows the Italians and he could be a connect, talk to Unique. He does owe you a favor, this, that, and the third. I was like, nah, this is a setup. I didn't trust that. I thought that was a complete setup. And as I was saying that, Rock said the same thing. She said, I don't trust him or Neek. But what an interesting conversation when they go visit Neek at his place. And I like his character too, because he's such a smart mouth. He was getting under Lou's skin. You heard what he was telling Lulu? He said to Lulu, he said, oh yeah, how'd you miss shooting him? With the gun you had. He said, I think your heart ain't in it no more. I could smell it on you. Your heart ain't in it no more because you're trying to be the next Barry Gordy, Quincy Jones, whatever. You trying to be a big-time producer. Your heart ain't in this, bro. You want to be a record label man. That's what this is about. And I was like, interesting. Very interesting. And he's right. And I think that kind of got to Lulu. And if you notice earlier, when they were talking, with the family was discussing, Lulu kind of went over to Kanan and was like, you doing this? And Kanan said to him, this is what we do. And Lulu was like, no, this is what she does. So yeah, he's not really feeling this game. He want to get his music on. That's what he wants to do. So that happened. Then we see Kanan has this job. He got to bring the supply, all that, do what he got to do. They call him the paper bag man or whatever. As they're heading back or wherever, they get robbed. He's with Famous. Kanan is with Famous. Kanan and Famous get robbed by some dude named Freddie. And Freddie comes out the car. He all big and bad. You always big and bad when you got a gun. They take Famous's chain from him and they take the bag. The bag got the money. Kanan is like, yo, this is crazy. This is ridiculous because come on, I'm messing up on my first assignment. No, this is not good. My mother's not going to like this. He's like, we got to get the money back. And this is where we see a glimpse of what the Kanan that we know from the original Power series. We get a glimpse of this is who, how he got that way, that ruthless Kanan. Because this Kanan still got feelings because he's young, But I seen that. I said, the evil Kanan is coming there. So they go back to Famous's house to get a weapon. Kanan's looking for a weapon. He was looking for a knife. Famous ain't had. He said, you ain't got no knife. He said, I don't cook. I ain't got nothing. He had no kind of good utensils. So they go over to what's her name? Corinne's house. And when they go over to Corinne's house, she's like, what do y'all need all that for? And her mother overhears the conversation and she tells Kanan, come in the kitchen. I think I might have something you're looking for. And she tells her daughter, you never interrupt the man when he's trying to do something in the kitchen, something like that. But did y'all see how all sexy and Miss Robinson, Corinne's mother was? Like, that was like, y'all see how she kissed him? It seems like she want him too, or am I just dirty and perverted? I don't know. She fine though. But I was like, wow, the way she gave him the gun and the way she's behaving, I'm like, something is up with that too. So she gives him the gun. They go over to Freddie's place. They bum rush. They get in there. Freddie like this, like, oh, no, this ain't what I'm trying to get into. I was going to give it back to you. Now he's talking a whole different game. Kanan took that gun, pistol whipped him, beat that man, Freddie, well, the young man, unconscious basically, and wasn't going to stop. Then you see the old man open his door, the old neighbor looking in. Why are people so nosy like that? Why couldn't you look through the peephole? He opened, he looking in, and Famous was like, yo, let's go. So as that right there, you got a glimpse of the Kanan that we know and love from the original series right there. So I said, oh, it's coming. That ruthless Kanan is coming. And so as they leave, they're going down the street, they get stopped by the cops. Kanan gets away, but Famous gets caught, and Famous has the bag with the money in it. So Kanan is pissed off about that. He goes home. He tells his mother. He's like, what's the name got arrested? They got him. 5-0 got him. She says, so he ain't family. We ain't going to get him out. And that kind of pissed Kanan off. And he's like, see, this is kind of foul, right? Meanwhile, while that is happening, Marvin asked Rock, what did y'all do up in the woods? This is right before Kanan came in. And she said, oh, we're not bonding like we supposed to. He don't tell me anything like he used to. He used to tell me everything. But now he doesn't tell me anything. And so as she's saying that, he says, yeah, because, Jukebox, she's funny acting with me too. And she said, hold on. I wasn't going to say nothing before, but see, you put your hands on her, and you putting your hands on her like she was a dude. And she told me, she said, let me tell you something. If you ever do that again, I will kill you myself. Did you ever see Daddy put his hands on me? Daddy never hit me. What are you doing hitting your daughter like that? Are you crazy? And he's like, yo, you right. I effed up. I messed up. So in this moment, she also mentions to him that Kenya, Jukebox's mother, is in town. She's back. She lives in Harlem. And that Jukebox has been spending time with Mama. And so he is like definitely not feeling that. So when they have dinner, he's still trying to talk to Jukebox. She still ain't speaking to him. She's being real dry with him. She's upset, and rightfully so, because you don't choke your daughter out like that. Come on, man. You did too much. So anyway, Marvin actually goes to Kenya's house. Now I'm trying to figure out, how do you know where she lived? Who told him where she lived? Or maybe he looked in some notes or something. I'm trying to figure out, maybe he followed Jukebox one day. I don't know. I was like, how did he know where she lived? He didn't even know she was back in New York. He just found that out. But anyway, he goes to Kenya's house. She lets him in. And I thought that was a great scene between Marvin and Kenya, played by the lovely LaToya Luckett. She's doing a great job. She's doing a real good job. And he's like, you just think you could just come back in after all these years, this and that. She did apologize. She said, but I want a relationship with my daughter. He said, stay away from my daughter, ho. Get out of her life, ho. He didn't say ho, but how I like to be dramatic. I'm gonna add ho to it. But he told her, stay away. And I was like, that was a great scene. And I'm wondering, how is Kenya going to handle that now? And the funny part, because Marvin always has the funny lines. He said, you left us to be some bootleg Anita Baker or something. He said, did he call her a bootleg Anita Baker or a cheap version of Anita Baker? A fake ass Anita Baker. That's what he called it. Was funny. Whatever he said, that was funny. Marvin always has the comic relief. He cracks me up. He's one of my favorites on the show too. He told her that. He said, stay away from her. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Is she going to stay away? We also see Detective Howard's partner digging and plowing through his business. Mind your business. She's trying to figure out why he didn't tell her he had a son and what's going on. And she's just looking and digging and checking on things and just being ridiculous. Mind your business. Basically, mind your business. So anyway, speaking of that, Kanan was supposed to meet up with Detective Howard, his daddy. He never met up with him, but I guess he must have called him or whatever to get a favor, because now they end up getting Famous out, and they still have the bag of money, and that's because Detective Howard made sure that nobody took the money or whatever. Because he said, please, normally them cops would have. Marvin said, no, them cops would have taken that money and split it. You ain't getting that money back. But because he got him on there, he helped him out. But look, Detective Howard's partner was watching him have this conversation with Kanan. And he even told Kanan, he said, listen, don't you ever stand me up again, because you had me waiting in that diner and you never showed up. Don't ever do that again. So I said, look at that. And he gave him some information, just some information. All your questions, they're going to be answered right here. So I thought that was good too. And it's interesting to see how this is going to play out and what this detective thinks she's going to do. I mean, the detective's partner, what she thinks she's going to do. Just mind your business. Leave it alone. Stay out of it. But that's what makes the show great. All that suspense and all that right there. That was really cool. I did like that. That was good. Now, this is where it even gets better. Did y'all catch Lulu and that singer and her flirting with him? What's her name? Viviana. I probably said her name wrong, but she was all in his face, whatever, and she's telling him, she was mentioning, why you didn't tell your niece about the song? She stepped to me about this song, this, that, and the third. And then she said, well, he said, she sang it better than me. He says, it's not about who sang it better, it's what you brought to it. You brought something different to it. And she said, yeah, I sang it about a man. He said, well, who are you referring to? She said, who you think? And I thought they was about to kiss. He kind of didn't take the bait. He kind of walked off. But when he's at home with his sister and she asked him, when he's at home with Rock, and Rock remembered what Unique said about him missing on purpose. She's like, what's going on with you? Is your heart really not in it? And then she mentioned to him, she said, by the way, Crown came over here, little Albie Shore. Crown came over here and was trying to convince me to get you out of the business. So I just thought I'd let you know that. So now, Lulu already knew that Crown was sleeping with his girlfriend, and you going to go to my sister and try to get me out of the business? So he comes in that office and confronts Crown. And Crown, I guess you just don't learn. You got beat up before by him in the parking lot. You talking smack like, you're not cut out for this, that, and the third, and you ain't nobody but Rock's little brother. Why'd you say that, dude? Something turned in Lulu. Lulu took that cord. No, he punched him first. Then he took the cords and choked this dude out. What a scene. What a scene. What a scene. What a great scene. Took that, choked his ass out, killed him. So rest in peace to Crown. I knew that was coming. I said, Crown, you playing around. You playing around with deadly, ruthless people. You're not too bright. It wasn't bright of you to go over there to Rocks and say that, number one. It really wasn't bright for you even messing with that girl. That wasn't smart. So you had it coming and you got it. But then you see the young lady, the singer, at the end, she comes in and she says, what are we gonna do with him? So what? We got our new little Bonnie and Clyde with the two of them. Interesting stuff. That's all I have. I thought this episode was really good episode. Tell me your thoughts, what you think about it. I can't wait for the next one. I thought it was good. Oh, and the art dealer dude who's also in the music business, that scene was kind of funny too, when he was having a conversation with Rock and he was telling her how he does his business in DC and all these other areas, and how he slapped up the guy that works for him because the guy said he needed help putting the artwork in the car. He's like, don't you ever interrupt me. See, that would have been the day I quit, because I can't have my boss punking me like that. That's just ridiculous. But other than that, I would say it was a great episode. Tell me your thoughts. What did you think? Leave your comments. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.